Coming to you live from the frigid wastes. This is Optimal Play. I am Brandon, and I am taking a look at the Ithaqua, the Windwalker, small expansion, adding a new Elder One to the Cthulhu Death May Die line. I recently was at my local game store and picked up Cthulhu Death May Die Fear of the Unknown, which I have already done an unboxing and first impressions video of, so feel free to check that out if you're curious. And while I was there, I saw a new Elder One. I assume this is new. What's the copyright year on this? 2023. I'm actually not 100% sure that this was like related to the Fear of the Unknown content wave now that I say this out loud. The sort of thing you would think I would research before starting this video. But here's the thing. These videos are me doing pretty much what I would do anyway, which is sip a drink, in this case Monster, because it's too early in the day for beer. Enjoy unboxing the new thing, the new box, the new game I bought for my shelves, and not just look at the literal components, not just the miniatures, although I'm sure there's a big scary miniature in here, but also take a peek at some of the cards and the mechanics and actually kind of digest what it's going to do for the game experience. So that's what I'm going to do here. This is going to take a quick look inside the box of Ithaqua and talk a little bit about the new mechanics and the new cards specifically, so that you can A, hopefully enjoy the look, and B, decide whether this is something that you should get for yourself. These boxes are not cheap. I want to say this was $35 MSRP, something like that. At least that's what my game store charged me. So with that, you know what, let me take a peek at the back, because there is some flavor text back here. Well, not really. The Elder One box, this Elder One box introduces Ithaqua, the Windwalker, and the Shantak, its unholy attendants, to Cthulhu Death May Die. Fully compatible with any episode, this Elder One controls blizzards and violent snowstorms, hindering any investigators that try to remain sane in its winds. Alright, it's fitting for winter, although I live in Los Angeles, so I've never felt a frigid wind in my life. Okay, here's what we get. I have already poked inside the box and taken the shrink wrap off of the cards, so I promise that these are not usually just loose. There's this token that I can only assume is the Blizzard. It is a Blizzard, or the Blizzard. There's just the one. I don't think we've seen an Elder One yet that has a token instead of, a whole pile of Yellow King tokens or Flood tokens or whatever, whatever their mechanic is. This one just has one. And it has like a 2 stress on it, and also stress with a lock symbol. And then on the other side, it says 2 stress or wounds, and a stress with a lock symbol. Or 2 stress / 1 wound symbol. Not 100% sure what to make of that, but hopefully we will find out. Before we look at the cards, let's look at the miniature. That is definitely one of the reasons to pick these up, is that they are giant, horrific minis that are fun to have on the table. I did not think to remove the tape from this before I started this video. Luckily, that was not too hard. Here it is, Ithaqua. This is actually maybe kind of the smallest, lightest Elder One mini I think we've had. It's this tall, spindly walker with a skull, a human-looking skull on the side of its face, as you'd think. A hole that goes straight through its torso. You can literally see through this hole on this miniature and through the other side. And some extra either fur or tentacles billowing in the wind, where it's, if it were a humanoid, its private parts might reside. So, alright, pretty silly. I like it. I like that it's fairly different from kind of the status quo, blobby, tentacly, mountainous-shaped thing that a lot of the ancient ones are. And we have, these must be those Shantak. They are basically hideous snow dragons, hideous ice dragons. They have sinewy wings with holes in them. Cool. Alright. 2 of those. Okay. Let's take a look at stage 1. I like I said, I want to approach doing this on video as I look over here out of a paranoia check to make sure I hit record. I did. Hello, you're seeing this. I like to blind play these, keep some secrets, So I am not going to look at like stage 2, 3, 4 of this, but I do want to look at its first stage that shows what happens when it advances, and its monsters, and maybe a couple of its Mythos cards that will be shuffled in to the Mythos deck just to get a taste of what it's doing. So, Ithaqua has setup instructions. Place the Blizzard token with the light side face up at the red gate. And this is, I guess, this is a little punch board, so that's the actual Blizzard token. Put it at the red gate. Okay, so whatever episode you're on, the Blizzard starts at the red gate. Investigators cannot take stress to reroll while in the Blizzard space. Okay, so that's why there's a reroll, or a stress lock symbol on this. When an investigator enters the Blizzard space, or the Blizzard token enters a space with an investigator, they must take 2 stress. And that would be the 2 stress icon part. When Ithaqua advances, move each Shantak and the Blizzard token 1 space towards you. Then summon 1 Shantak at the farthest gate. Okay, so this Blizzard just meanders around the map, complicating the ability of people to take stress to reroll, and also making people lose stress. This did not explain what the backside is for. I guess probably stage 2 does, but I'm not going to peek at that right now. So we're going to, skip past those cards and look at Ithaqua's monsters. It uses cultists. Cultists immune to freezing weather, but it looks like they are a basic 2 hit point, 2 green dice cultist. And the Shantaks, which roll 2 black and a green, have 5 hit points and say, when attacking, if it deals any wounds, move the Blizzard token 1 space toward the defender. Oh, okay, so the Blizzard moves when the Elder One advances, but also whenever a Shantak attacks. Okay, and I'm guessing there's even some more mobility in these Mythos cards. So I'm going to just, we can see that there's one that moves the Shantaks around and summons a new one. I'm curious more about, like, the way it uses the Blizzard. Like, we have the Wind Walk. Each cultist moves 1 space towards you and summon a cultist at the Blizzard space. Ooh, okay, so evil people pour out of the winds and the snow. That's nice. And then we have, like, Lord of the Winds. If you're currently within 1 space of the Blizzard token, at the end of the turn, advance Ithaqua on the track as if there were 3 Mythos icons. These cards are always scary. I think most Elder ones have at least one of these things that situationally count as 3 icons. I feel like within 1 space, because there's not that many spaces in Cthulhu Death May Die episodes, you're going to be within 1 space of the Blizzard token pretty commonly, it seems to me. So this is really likely to trigger. Let's look at like one more. Like Frost and Horror. Each cultist in Shantak moves 1 space towards you. Each investigator within 1 space of the Blizzard token takes 1 stress and loses 1 sanity. Okay, so I mean, I would call this fairly straightforward. I think that I just took a look, again, I mentioned I did another video of it, at the Fear of the Unknown box, and it has Ithaqua, who has fatigue tokens that they reduce your maximum health and stress, and so they both kind of pester you, and the cards and the monsters interact with it. This seems more straightforward. There's just this 1 token that gets moved around the map, and you don't want to be on it, is really the takeaway here. And I say straightforward, not having looked at stage 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so I think this is cool. I'm excited to play with Ithaqua, and I will surely be playing through what I haven't played yet of Season 2, plus Fear of the Unknown box, mixing in all 3 of the new Elder ones that I've obtained this year so far. So, I think Ithaqua's potentially a good one for if I'm playing with a little bit of lighter gamers, who do tend to like this game in my experience. It's just not too over-the-top complicated. They don't have to think of that. They don't have to think about that much going on. It's just a token, stay away from it. Otherwise, play the episode. Seems to be what's going on here. Cool. I think that's fine. I don't think that this is a must-have. If you have a bunch of other Cthulhu Death May Die content, it's definitely pricey for what it is. But if you're an idiot completionist like me, then I'm sure you already have it. Alright, thank you for taking a look at this box with me. Appreciate you joining me. If you would like the video and subscribe to Optimal Play, I'd really appreciate it. We would really appreciate it. There's lots of friends and recurring players on this channel. We don't have a Patreon or anything, so that is the one and only way to support us, help us grow, and also let us know that you appreciate the content we're making. So we'd really appreciate you hitting those algorithm buttons. I will be back surely playing Cthulhu Death May Die with my friends on the channel some more soon, as well as all sorts of other unboxings, gameplay, and more. Alright, Till next time, be optimal. Oh, and stay warm.